imposter syndrome. Um, this is something that I felt. I think James will agree as well, as we build and continue to grow the alliances, communities, etc. We're always the imposter because we don't have the exposure, but um, we, we try to push ourselves outside the comfort zone and try to not talk shop, but try to make sure that what we're focusing on is justified. But in your journey, Nikki, how have you found? Well, have you felt like an imposter in certain environments, and how have you found comfort in that discomfort to sort of push on, if that's the right way to put it?
Yeah, no, I think it's a really important question. And I think, even you sharing your experience and how you and James kind of try and push yourselves out of that comfort area into the growth area, there's
Mm,
the kind of, you will only grow if you stretch yourself. And that means getting out of your comfort zone. It means being okay, being uncomfortable. So I think everyone, will have that sense of imposter syndrome at any time. And I think, realistically, it's when I took on my most recent post.
mhm,
So when I was appointed as director, about a year and a half ago, age 30, taking on the position that is a really important position,
mhm,
real responsibility, both for the organization, for all of the data subjects that we have, and for leading the team. And I think I wouldn't be human, right, if I didn't think, this is my first big step here. So what can I
mm,
do? And I have to say, there's a few things that really helped me. So number one, I've got an amazing boss.
mhm,
And I think he's extremely supportive. And what was really important to me was that, it wasn't just, well, we're going to give the job to Nikki. There was a full external recruitment campaign. I was up against some really high caliber candidates, across big, well-known organizations.
mm,
And when it came down to it, what I lacked in years of experience and the kind of knocks under my belt, I made up with passion and purpose. I'm so passionate about what I do, the team that I work with, the journey that we're on. And so I really, when I took on the post and I was offered the job, I had
mm,
to have a bit of a conversation with myself. I'm not going to know all the answers. I
mm,
can't just pick up the example of, well, 5 years ago in my other organization, I did this.
mhm,
This, for anyone taking on a new job, realistically, they're going to be thinking that they feel like an imposter because they just haven't done it before. So it's really just coming back to, grounding yourself, that mindset piece about, you've been hired because you're the best candidate to fill the job, right? You've proven that point. And you can only do what you can do with the kind of facts of what you're facing. So
mm,
making the very best decisions based on the best information you can get. If something isn't a definite yes, then there's a need to keep going back. Don't be impulsive. Those kind of things, and really just take a step back to go, what kind of leader do I want to be?
mm,
And I said to my team on the first day, I'm not going to have all the answers, but I am going to give you my full commitment that we're going to find the very best answers when we come across the different challenges we're going to face. We don't even know, even in the last 18 months, I can think of so many changes and
mhm,
challenges that we weren't even planning for in kind of 2018 or what have you. But now we're 5 years later down the line from GDPR, and there's so much has changed,
mm,
and it's continuing to evolve, and it will continue to evolve even more at pace. There's so many data laws,
mm,
not just in Europe, around the world. We're seeing more data laws, we're seeing more data regulations. Even in the UK, we're seeing piecemeal data regs from different regulators, and you're just having to navigate that. So no one can go in and go, right, this is the chart I path, and this is what I've done, and it's a rinse and repeat, because every role in today's world, you have to be learning. You have to be
mm,
learning fast, and failing fast as well, because I think that's the most important thing. So yeah, when it comes to imposter syndrome, I think it's just having those few things that really ground you. Just tune down that inner critic, because you're there because you are the very best person to that is there to be doing that job, and you're doing a great job. And that's, as long as you turn up every day, with the right mindset, you're going to do great things. And now I think, gosh, a year and a half down the line, well, I can hang my hat on that. I can hang my hat on
Yeah.
that, and it only comes with experience and time, I guess. But I imagine everyone who's taking on that new step up in an organization faces the same fears.